Hi, I invite you to listen to this topic today. I think it is one of the most exciting topics that I have actually just researched and yeah, just found out a lot of interesting aspects and also information. It is about karmic relationships. How does karmic relationships can have an impact on our future, and how did they actually evolved from our past. um let's just say that this topic is also like a more spiritual based topic, um and we need our open eyes, and we need our openness to be able to receive this information. um I think it's important to understand our patterns in relationships. How do we manage certain conflictual situations, and how do we actually can grow from certain situations that look very conflicting, and they look like yeah, they gonna mess with our mental health. But I'm here to say that, okay, for some um for some situations, I think it's good to just learn our lesson and move on. Of course, like any physical abuse and harm, it is not tolerated. So no amount of um, karmic lesson can be actually should not be, you know, like um, reached by accepting physical violence. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable, and we actually need to be like very careful. So karmic relationships, it is based on spirituality, where we see our present connections or relationships, or when we meet new people, as part of our past life experiences or karmic debt, maybe. And these relationships are like can be like very intense, these cravings, that I cannot be without this person, or I must have this person, or there are certain type of states of the ego that actually activates, and it is activated throughout this whole encounter, where we can feel emotionally exhausted, and it is very intense. So I think it's also important to just know what is passion and what is, like intensity. Passion, I think passion it is very normal and natural in a relationship. Like very intense experiences, maybe from time to time, yes, but if our connection or relationships are based or are based in many situations like on very intense feelings or encounters, then I think we need to have like an open mind. Okay. Also, repeating patterns, like um, maybe having a partner or more partners in a period of time, where, I don't know, one of the partner, it is actually more judging or more perfectionist, or um, I don't know, has like those attributes and those properties that you would like to have, but you lack to see those reflected back to you, those patterns and those properties. So I think it's important to be able to learn from these experiences, and by learning from these we allow to move past through these patterns. Of course, for many of us, we need like a clear and helpful, external resource like therapist, a coach, mental health professionals who can guide us through these challenging experiences, because these can be like very challenging experiences where our fight or flight instincts are like poof, they are activated and we just want to run away. I'm not saying that we should always stay in a situation that feels like very intense and very filled with, I don't know, like heavy emotions. But I would say that I think for personal growth, karmic relationships, can be an opportunity to observe how do we actually connect with each other, how do we engage in relationships, and what can we do actually to improve these patterns and to learn from it, and to not get stuck in these type of karmic relationships, but to acknowledge that we have certain patterns, learn from it, and move on. There is this other side of the story where you get to be cherished, loved just the way you are, where this type of very intense situations are not a need, they just an option. I hope you like this video. If you liked it, please share it, subscribe, give a like, and see you next time. Bye.